The news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment. A National Sustainable Development Plan document for the Virgin Islands is complete, and one of the biggest desires is for it not to join many other documents dormant on shelves.
Everyone will have to do their part, walking in the spirit of partnership if we are to achieve the level of sustainability we are aiming for. I want to assure the public that this plan will be implemented. It will not sit on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. I'm very pleased that at a political level, despite the initiation of the plan by a Virgin Islands Party government, all political parties in the House of Assembly supported its development from the outset and voted for its final approval once completed. I welcome the commitment of the Virgin Islands Party, the National Democratic Party, the Progressive Virgin Islands Movement, and Progressives United to supporting government's implementation of the plan.
The plan was launched on Monday, February 27, 2023. At the launch, leader of the opposition, Honorable Julian Fraser, RA, alluded to factors that contribute to the plan being put into action. One is the buy-in from senior public servants.
You must get the buy-in from senior public servants, because those senior public servants are the ones who will be around with successive administrations. As you know, during every election, political parties campaign on their manifestos. They don't campaign on an NSDP. So naturally, when they get elected, the first thing they're going to call upon is their manifesto. Your senior public service officer is going to have to bring them back to the NSDP. Realistically, between now and 2036, you can expect to see no fewer than 4 new administrations, none of whom may be familiar with this plan. So the onus will be on permanent secretaries and the permanent establishment, to be exact, to make sure that those administrations are advised of the plan and try to get them to follow it. Our current premier is young enough, he could be around for 2036. But you got to first win elections.
Lead consultant to the United Nations Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, Dr. June Sumer, sat as the head of the development of the plan and made these observations.
When we went through the exercises, we ensured that all of the participants were able to tell us some of the solutions and challenges that they faced and what they wanted to see in the plan. And we also ensured that we use foundational documents. You heard that we use the NIDS. We use the Blue Economy Plan. We used, because you were not starting from the beginning. You already had a foundation for a number of things. All this plan does is to bring these things together. You already had a very good beginning. And we had a very comprehensive, we have a very comprehensive situation analysis. And we looked at some of the limitations that we had, which is COVID-19, which I contracted during that time. And also one of the biggest challenges that we faced was the limited knowledge on the Sustainable Development Goals themselves. So we had to undertake teaching in the schools before we could even start this plan, as well as with the general public, for them to understand the goals.
Director of ECLAC, a sub-regional office for the Caribbean, Diane Quarles, says the launch of the National Sustainable Development Plan is a success on two fronts, one of which was the multiply effect on other Caribbean countries.
Premier Wheatley, the achievement of the BVI made in drafting this plan is not lost on the sub-region, especially our other associate member countries. In addition to the BVI, ECLAC has provided technical assistance to Grenada in drafting their new long-term plan, to Dominica in aligning their sector plans along with their National Sustainable Development Plan, the National Resilience Development Strategy, and we provided support to Montserrat in their initial stages of the Montserrat Sustainable Development Plan. In reaching out to ECLAC for support, Montserrat made specific reference to the work that's being done by Dr. Suma here in developing this plan. This is what we call the multiplier effect in the development circle, and you should be proud to be the trailblazers of sustainable development process.
National Coordinator for the United Nations Development Program's Project Office, Pat Leanne Johnson, was also a key resource.
The most recent UNDP mission in November of last year and this year, my colleagues would have met with many of the permanent secretaries as well as department heads. We're able to get a broader understanding of the key challenges, priorities, and this has allowed us to identify our key areas of support. During 2023 and beyond, as the NSDP is implemented, the UNDP looks forward to building on progress already made through the development of a new phase of programming that will support national priorities around the blue economy financing, public sector reform, social service delivery, and digital transformation. These were some of the priority areas that were identified during our consultations. Additionally, based on a direct request from the government, the UNDP is also positioned to assist with developing the implementation architecture for the NSDP by expanding and enhancing existing governance frameworks and structures that will promote transparency and accountability throughout the implementation process.
The National Sustainable Development Plan was created with the goal to strengthen the resilience of the society to withstand future hurricanes, pandemics, and any other crisis that may come, and to secure the future prosperity of the Virgin Islands through sustainability.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.